Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Peterson Academy student. Today we're going to start looking through the courses that are on the website for Peterson Academy. So we're going to start with Intro to Nutrition with Max Lugavere, if I'm saying that correctly, but that's just what we're going to roll with. So I mean, just for transparency, I would like to look into the guy first because some of these guys are doing these courses are professors and stuff. This guy is not, so that's kind of the first thing. I mean, I'm not a credentialist. I don't think that him not being an author or like just a public speaker really more than an actual nutritionist, it doesn't necessarily mean he's wrong about this stuff, but I am a little bit skeptical about that. So let's look at this. So Max Lugavere, health and science journalist, filmmaker, and best-selling author. He is the author of the Genius trilogy of books, including the New York Times bestseller Genius Foods and the Wall Street Journal bestseller Genius Kitchen. So, yeah, I mean, he seems to know some stuff. He's written some books. He wrote a book, the book Genius Foods, written with a doctor, so that guy might know some stuff. Who knows? Let's go into it. Okay, so Max Lugavere, American author, has written about diet and brain health. He promotes diets that contain high amounts of animal source foods and has claimed that veganism increases risk of dementia. Lugavere's views about supplements to supercharge the brain are not supported by scientific evidence. So we got, some counter-scientific claims. So, take it with a grain of salt. This might not be the course that gets anybody subscribed to Peterson Academy, but it could have some good stuff. We'll see. Take everything with a grain of salt. So let us start the video.
So many people around the world are struggling with being overweight. The obesity epidemic is a consequence of a food supply that's become essentially diluted of protein. By the year 2030, 1 in 2 people are going to be not just overweight, but obese.
All right, so first he's starting with claims about obesity. There's nothing wrong with these claims as far as I can tell. They're pretty true. Linking it to low protein diets, it's very true. I mean, like, I put on a bunch of weight lately because I have been eating like all carbs, so just started doing like protein shakes and working out and stuff. It all kind of it started to bring it back a little bit. So so the claims made so far are all right.
90% of what we know about Alzheimer's disease alone has been discovered only in the past 15 or so years. I actually got to co-author a clinician's textbook on the prevention of cognitive decline.
All right, so then we're looking at the link between Alzheimer's, dementia, and nutrition. There's some kind of link there. We'll see what more he's got to say about it when the course comes out.
We're going to talk about practical ways to harness the power of nutrition to optimize metabolic health. When do you think digestion starts? The smelling of the food, the anticipation stimulates the flow of digestive juices.
So that was kind of interesting. So metabolic health, I've heard a lot about this lately. Your cells and the mitochondria in your cells, and then the gut health and the bacteria in your gut. It's actually kind of seems like it's emerging as kind of the quintessential nutrition advice that people are given now is about your gut biome. So that all seems to line up. What is this about? The cephalic phase of digestion initiates when sensory stimuli such as sight, smell, or taste of food trigger neural signals that prepare the digestive system for food intake. Sweet. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. So.
Brain health, for every 10% increase in ultra-processed food consumption, there is about a 25% increase.
This is true as far as I'm aware. You know, everybody is skeptical of processed food in our day and age. You know, something that we in the past, you know, we developed all these ways to extend the life of food, and in the end, it's killing us. You know, that's kind of crazy. Kind of like microplastics. You know, everything's killing us. Everything gives us cancer. Everything gives us dementia. So, you know, where does it end?
Increased risk for dementia. The gut microbiome, by frequently nuking the bacteria that live in your mouth, you're not yielding the full benefit from that cell. 30% of the calories that we ingest via protein are actually burned off via the digestive process, the role of chronic disease prevention, the only dietary pattern that significantly modulates the neurochemistry of the brain. A thorough understanding, a deep dive of
Sorry, I want to look back at that. So we're talking about
deep dive of how to harness the power of the neurochemistry.
Yeah, so yeah, I've heard some people talk about this too, the keto diet. My wife's actually on the keto diet. She's lost like 15 pounds on the keto diet, so that's pretty rad. And it actually does things in your brain. You know, like it's similar to fasting. It actually kind of tricks your body into fasting. We fast for a certain amount of time. Just that's everything I know from everybody I've heard talk about the subject. It all seems like it's pretty in line with the current nutrition advice that we get. So seems all right.
Chemistry of the brain. A thorough understanding, a deep dive of how to harness the power of nutrition to attain their health.
Ensure Nutrition with Max Lugavere. I really hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. So, like I said, you know, I'm trying to be balanced on this. He is not a trained nutritionist. I'm sure he's probably read plenty. He's not like a Harvard professor or anything. So, you know, we can take what we think we can get from him. Don't take anything at face value, even things from college professors, you know. I know that a lot of the other courses are made by, you know, actual professors. Some of them are, some of them aren't. You know, credentials aren't everything. A lot of people learn things from your experience. This guy wrote a book, so he's obviously read a lot. People agree with him, people disagree with him, it seems like, based on his bio that I've read. So I think it looks like it could be a pretty eye-opening course. We'll just see where that goes. So that's our first course overview that I'm giving you guys before launch in a few weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful to you. Just let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you all later. Peace.